and welcome to another episode of Do Go On. My name is Dave Warnocky, and as always, I'm here with Jess Perkins.
Stop waving. You waved too long.
I know, I waved that whole
A wave should be short. Hello, wave, hand down.
Well, we've started putting out the full videos of this podcast on Patreon, so hello to those people watching. That's who I was waving to.
Yeah, that feel good?
That felt so good.
Okay.
And this week we wave hello to a very special guest, returning guest. It's Josh Earl. Hello,
Thank you.
Josh.
Thank you. Fourth time's a charm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now Dave's going for double wave, both hands.
Hands.
I can't help this guy.
I like it. Wave the whole show, please.
We need to give people a reason to tune into the video. I wave like this.
You like the wiggles up there.
I just need people to, like the Wiggles to know where my hands are at all times.
Oh, yes.
Colour and movement.
Yeah.
Keep the kids
That's all right.
engaged.
Josh, yes, welcome back.
Thanks.
Great to have you in. Of course, we've talked about the Malice of the Palace.
Yes, we did.
We've talked about the band that never was.
Exploding Hearts.
Exploding Hearts. We've talked about the
Perlman.
blimp salesman turned Backstreet Boy manager.
I forgot about the blimp element. Yes.
I feel like, you're covering all sorts of topics.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is also a different topic as well from those ones. It's not sport. It's not music. It's something completely different.
Okay.
Which we're excited about. So Matt is away on tour. He's currently in the UK doing some Who Knew with Matt Stewart and also his new stand-up show. So that's a lot of fun. If that's still happening in September, you should be checking that out. Not sure when this one comes out.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. He's probably back by now, actually.
But it was the best tour of his life. We know
He
that.
said that. He said, I'm having the best time. I don't want to come home. And we said, well, you have to.
He's back by now. He just doesn't like me. We have this feud going.
He said, I'm going to have another week off.
Because I believe you two spoke about the topic, but Jess and I don't know what it is.
Yes, he came on and did my podcast, I'll Be Your Biggest Fan, where we talk about things you're a fan of. And this topic came up in that. And he said, that sounds like a good do go on topic. And I said, well, you've got my number, Matt. And so he booked me in when he's not here. That's right.
That's what he said. Can you come in this specific date?
All right, great. I'm excited. Do you want me to explain how the show works for new listeners, perhaps?
That'd be great. We have to wave the whole time.
Okay. So how this show works is one of the three of us, I hate this and I hate you.
Keep waving.
Researches a topic and brings it back to the others who don't, as we've described now, don't know what the topic is. And we always get onto the topic with a question. Josh, do you have a question for us?
I do. Who or whom was the man who created order out of chaos?
Ooh.
Before this, it was chaos.
Order out of chaos.
Oh, okay. So there was chaos.
There was chaos.
And then they came in, very organised queen energy.
Yep.
Organised it up.
Yep.
So they're a Virgo.
Okay, famous Virgos.
We're going August 24 to September something. Okay, now who do I know that's born in that time?
Actually, they're born in December.
Damn.
That's one of my notes.
Oh my God, is it Jesus? It's Jesus.
No, that would have been
chaos.
That would have been good though. Okay. Imagine if I came in and did the history of Jesus Christ. That was the Jesus you were talking about. Yeah, great.
You also mentioned that your report today isn't super long, so it'd be pretty funny that you're like just a really quick summary of Jesus.
Well, he's born and then we missed 33 years of his life,
true.
and then we come back. Yeah,
there's a bit of action at the end, and then he's done.
For the viewers on Patreon, I'm wearing a bit of a hint. Okay, I'm wearing a cardigan. So who generally wears cardigans? When you think cardigans, think stereotypical
Old
cardigan.
men.
Old men or...
Old ladies.
And they work at...
The supermarket.
Do you see people at the supermarket wearing cardigans?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Where do old people work? Banks.
Think cardigan.
Cardigan.
You wear a cardigan to work and no one's going to think any differently of you.
The chemist.
Chemist cardigan. No.
I don't think we're getting it.
Okay. I'm going to talk.
No, one more clue. One more clue.
Okay.
Because I'm loving this.
Match. I'm not wearing pearls. If you wore pearls, cardigan, glasses, hair up in a bun.
Oh,
Oh, but like the
feels like church.
hairdressers.
All right, Dave. Think what did your mum do as a job?
Library.
Librarian.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Melvil Dewey.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Brought
Yeah.
order to chaos.
The inventor of the Dewey Decimal System.
Incredible.
Yes. I'm
All right.
also quite proud I got librarian before Dave did.
Yeah, that was good.
On that clue about his own mother.
Well, when I asked, what did your mum do for a job? He was like, look after me.
He's like, I don't know. Mum is mum.
Make dinner?
Dave hasn't figured out his mum has a name yet
Didn't
either.
have pearls on.
Yeah. Dave, what's your mum's name? Mum.
Yeah. Mrs.?
I don't know. Mrs. Dad? I'm not sure.
That's great. And this is so your podcast that you're talking about, I'll be your biggest fan. You talk about what you were a big fan of in different decades of your life.
Yeah.
And I'm loving to know how that came up on the Matt Stewart story.
I think just working as a library, because I used to work as a school librarian.
Yep.
But we'll get into that in the story.
Okay, great.
Not to put myself into the story.
No, but you must.
Story. Yeah.
Yes,
of course.
All right. So imagine a world, kids. You walk into a library. You want a book about dolphins. You don't know where they're kept, so you have to ask the librarian, the gatekeepers. And in the thousands of books they have, the librarian has to stop what they're doing, remember where they put the book about dolphins. Is it with the animal books, the ocean books? Do they store it by size, by the colour of the spine, when it's published? Just absolute chaos,
Wow.
my dear friends.
There's no order.
Chaos.
I can't handle it.
No. Well, things are about to change in the library world thanks to a very odd little man called Melvil Dewey Dewey.
What? Melvil Louis Kossuth Dewey.
Yeah.
What?
Great name.
Is his name a spell?
It's the fact that he's got 3 of Scrooge McDuck's nephews in his name. Yeah, just Huey. Now, okay, so I picked this because, yes, I was a librarian, or I worked in a library. I've got to be careful saying I was a librarian, even though I was doing the role of a librarian, but I didn't study to be a librarian. I studied to be a teacher. But in the years 2004 to 2009, I worked at Collingwood College School Library. And for a time there, I knew the Dewey Decimal System pretty much off by heart.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't know that anymore. But I still remember there's things like Scandinavian black metal, the call number, the little Dewey number, 781.666. The call number of the beast.
That is great.
Historical geography, 911, never forget. And then, because it was a school, so it was like prep to year 12, so I'd quite often see like year 7, 8, 9 boys hanging around 613.96, which was sexual technique.
Sexual technique.
Yeah, 613.96. And I was like, buddy, flip those 96s around.
Come on.
Yeah. So my role there was I would read to kids. There was 2 librarians, me and a woman called Alina, who's the best. And I sometimes was in charge of, if we closed the library at lunch, putting up the library's closed sign.
Great.
And that was a big responsibility.
Very important job.
But I would do it in a fun way. So this was, this is 2004, so Snoop Dogg is in the charts, and so I would put up La Brizzle is Clazizzle to Dizzle and just go, yeah, it's fun. And then other times I put up, so it looked like it was an eye chart, and if the kids looked at it close enough, it was like, it spelled out library is closed today. And then another one I did was I wrote a haiku. It's like, the library is closed today, sorry for the inconvenience, all the syllables there. And then I'd put a definition of what a haiku is underneath. And then for the kids I just put a picture of kittens underneath if they didn't want to, And so I was a good librarian. I got kids excited about reading, but I also had a bit of fun. I was like 23, 24. And in the library is also where we kept all the AV equipment. And so there was a portable speaker and microphone. And sometimes I would just walk around the library yelling at kids through the microphone to be quiet. And it was like, I'm just going to try and make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another kid. So this is 2004, 2009. It was the era of like the Harry Potter books being released.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huge.
So pretty much my job was walking kids to where we kept the Harry Potter books. And they'd look at it and go, I've read all those. I'm like, well, there's no other ones. I'm sorry.
This is it.
When's the new one coming out?
Yeah.
In 2 years?
Yeah.
August 31st is when they would come out. Yeah. All right. So Melvil Dewey. Okay. So he's born in 1851 in upstate New York. It's known as the burned over district for the regions obsessed with evangelicals.
Okay.
So they had Mormons, Shakers, Millerites, and the Seventh-day Adventists. I'd never heard of the Millerites before. They predicted the second coming of Christ would happen in 1843 or 1844, and when it didn't happen, it ushered in what they called the Great Disappointment. Like, no, he's coming, guys. 1843, 1844, and then everyone's just looking at the clock going, it's his birthday in 1844 right now. He's not coming.
Getting down to New Year's Eve being like, all right, we've got 10 seconds. Come on. The Great Disappointment.
The Great Disappointment.
Forever after that.
Yeah. They're in a constant state of mourning.
Yeah. Also, the Oneida community was there as well, and they wanted to create a perfect Christian community. And so they believed that men should have multiple wives, but also men should have sex without climaxing.
Agreed.
That'll do.
Thanks, Dal.
I'm good.
They'd also partake in selective breeding and try and create the perfect human being.
Okay.
Yeah, so a bit kooky. This was founded by a guy called John Humphrey Noyes. He believed that Jesus had already returned to earth, and Christians should achieve spiritual perfection and live without sin on earth. And they shared property, so it was a bit of a commune. They shared property, resources, labour, and they lived as one large family. And they ended up creating very good silverware company, and the Oneida Silverware Company. You can still get their spoons. Have we talked about
That's
this?
why it rings a bell.
Matt has done a report on them so many years ago. All I remember is that the title of the episode is Oneida from Sex Cult to Dinnerware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't... Dinnerware? This was a live episode.
Yep.
I was so confused because I thought dinnerware was like tuxedos.
Yeah.
And the whole room was like, you are a fucking idiot.
Tuxedo and a bib.
I remember the feeling. It was so bad.
I remember it so clearly because it was maybe the only time in our 10 years that I felt smarter than you. Because I clocked straight away that you were thinking dinnerware, and I remember just biting my tongue, and it came back later and I just fucking got you, and I was like, this is probably the peak of my life. Is that I was...
Dinnerware. You put on a nice thing, you go out for dinner. Oh, my God.
Because one thing that Oneida community did, they had like communal criticisms. So they'd all get together and everyone would have to criticize someone in the group so they could grow and get better.
So like a roast.
Yes.
But it sounds worse.
But Mr. Noyes, John Noyes, was also part of it, and everyone was too frightened to criticize because he's like, even though it's a commune and everyone was meant to be equal, he's clearly the boss of this.
No one ever had anything bad to say about him.
So yeah, it was just that thing of going, oh, well, your hair looked better on Tuesday than it did today. No, sorry, no offense.
Oh,
no offense.
gosh, don't kick me out, kick me out.
I would hate that. I would hate that so much. I don't want to grow from your criticism.
No, I'd
Keep
love
that in your head.
I'd love to dish it, but I would not want to take it.
No.
I'd love to go and
You'd love to dish?
Oh, I've got something here. Here we go. All right, Max, you little piece of shit. You smell terrible.
So we've got all that happening, and also it was the home of the women's rights movement, the suffragettes, also in this area in upstate New York.
This is a crazy area.
Yeah, all happening at once.
There's a lot going on.
What a melting pot.
So as a child, Melvil Dewey's growing up in this environment where surely he's growing up in an area where you believe, you can actually change the way people think. You can change the world. I'm seeing that people are changing other people's viewpoints, so I can be a part of that. Now, his parents, Joe and Eliza, they were cobblers, owned a shoe shop, and apparently, this is according to local reports, they were the hardest working people in town, and they showed very little affection to their son Melvil.
Okay, no time for him. All about the shoe.
Yeah, so no affection, and this may foreshadow some traits for Melvin later on in the story. Okay. Now, I'm going to tread very lightly here because I'm not a psychologist and I'm not a doctor.
But I am, so I'm going to really fucking get in there.
So I don't want to diagnose someone based purely on just the evidence I have. But he was somewhat obsessive, a young Melvil. His auntie told stories of him as a young boy being diligent in organising his mum's pantry and made sure all her herbs and spices were in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that the herbs and spices at my place are in alphabetical order.
Oh, really?
It has nothing to do with me. But I'm very careful. Pick up the cumin. Okay.
Put it
that
back, put
in the
it back.
exact right spot.
Yeah. We started doing that, but ours are above the range hood, and so we can't really reach the ones on the top shelf. So the ones on the bottom shelf, we can reach all those. So that's where we put all our common herbs and
The ones
spices.
big, like, mustard seeds. Whatever. We don't need
Chinese
that.
five spice up top. Not using that. All right. So Melvil was also obsessed with the number 10.
Okay.
Obsessed with the number 10. He was born on December 10. So is it dec? That means 10 as well. So even though it's the 12th month, it means 10. At school, he learned about the metric system. Because in America, they don't use the metric system.
Crazy.
Idiots. But he was obsessed with it. And then he discovered that the French National Assembly adopted the metric system exactly 52 years before he was born. December 10, wherever, like 18 or 17, 19, whatever it was when he was born.
Okay.
Exactly. And a factor of 10, 5 and 2 He was finding 10 everywhere.
Okay.
He loves the number
Yeah.
10.
Okay. As adolescent, he wrote papers on the metric system, and he said its great superiority, this is his high school essay, over all others consists in the fact that all its scales are purely decimal. He loved decimals back then. Mm-hmm. He also made sure he slept 10 hours a night. And I'm
That's
not
a dream. 10 hours?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I would kill for 10 hours.
So that means you go to bed at 10, wake up at 8.
Whoa.
I mean, this is before TV.
But and like
Yeah,
asleep
you're right,
that
exactly.
whole time though.
Yeah.
I often go to bed at 10
Yeah.
and get up at 8, but I'm not asleep that whole
No.
time.
And I'm not
I'm
sure.
making sure my husband doesn't climax.
That's a full-time job. Whoa.
What are you doing?
Stop.
What are you doing over there?
Yes, I fell asleep for 5 minutes. But I'll stop you right there.
Over there. So he's not with you. He's just on his own. He's just in the corner.
He's in his bed.
Yeah, exactly. You're just shaking him. Stop. Don't shake you too hard.
Ah. He's like, I'm asleep. I'm like, yeah, that's what I all say.
I don't know what you're dreaming about.
Do I regret that joke? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Also, apparently he walked 10 miles to buy his first dictionary with the money he got from his parents for organising the pantry.
There was a bookshop closer,
Yep.
but he had to go to the one
He
that was
kept
10
walking.
miles away.
Yeah. So books and the number 10 decimals. It's all coming together.
He loves it.
So maybe a kooky kid. So
Sounds to me, as a psychologist and doctor, sounds to me like a Sagittarius. I had to Google
December.
December star signs. I don't know them.
Sounds to me like a 10 out of 10 kid.
Well, other psychologists and doctors believe he suffered from OCPD, which is different to the more well-known OCD.
What's the P?
Personality, so obsessive compulsive personality disorder. And sorry, I said personality and really popped that mic there. Sorry, listeners.
Obsessive compulsive personality.
Yeah.
disorder.
So OCD, they're overcome with their obsessions that it kind of leaves them paralyzed. Like they're debilitated by their internal struggles. So it might be cleanliness or sounds or feel. They're like, it's got to be perfect, otherwise I can't do it. Whereas OCPD, people who have this trait, they become energized trying to fix it. So instead of retreating, they're like, no, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna see the world like this, and I'm gonna try and fix it. So, famously, Steve Jobs was someone with OCPD.
Yeah, okay.
So he was completely obsessed with neatness. There's a story of the first Apple factory floor. He got white gloves on and went his finger on the floor, and it came up clean, and he was so happy about that. Yeah, but also,
Wow.
like people. He demanded excellence the whole time, and in Apple, I don't know if have you done Apple as a
No,
company?
I said to you the other day that Steve Jobs would be a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Apple.
Yeah, well, apparently
founding
people
it.
were scared to ride in the lift with him because he would try and start up a conversation. And if you didn't, you could get fired by the end of the lift ride.
Right, because he might ask you a question you don't know the answer to.
Like when he had like cancer, he was on a like oxygen mask thing, and he hated the design so much he took it off and demanded the doctors come up with a new design for oxygen masks.
Wow.
He was like, "Give me 5 different designs. This is what you should be doing."
Sir, I don't work for you.
Yeah.
I'm saving your life.
I'm an oncologist.
I don't design
I don't.
masks.
Yeah. I've got other shit to do.
I've got other patients. He's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm a billionaire. You need to do what I say.
Yeah.
Yep. So Melvil Dewey, let's say OCPD. So had a bit of issue getting on with people, but demanded like excellence and wanted to change things. So 1868, January 29, 16-year-old Melvil Dewey. He's attending class at Hungerford Collegiate Institute, which is a college prep school, and a fire broke out in the building. And instead of just running out of the building, Melvil Dewey ran to get all the books he could and carried them out. And the fire got worse, and he watched it from outside, and he was so close that the exposure and smoking inhalation resulted in a bad cough, and he was bedridden for months, and the doctors actually thought he might die.
Wow.
Yeah, because he loved the books so much. He wanted to save them.
But he says, I got the books.
Yeah.
I got the words. I got the pages.
Yeah. But that near-death experience left him obsessed with something else, which was efficiency, because he realised life is short.
True.
Don't waste time, especially back then. The books he wanted all over the place.
Oh, yeah, because otherwise he would have gone, where's that perfect book on this?
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
this? But if
Yeah.
he'd known where they were.
Yeah. So once he recovers, he finishes high school. He does a semester at one college and then transfers to Amherst College, where he joins the library staff there as a student, and he's shocked at how disorganised it all is. So he asks, as a student, can he combine his two favourite things, which is letters and numbers. like a panel show on SBS hosted by Michael Hing. So he pitches the idea, say, I have an idea on how we can order these books. And so he comes up, this is as a student, the Dewey Decimal System. And it's simply giving every subject a number, and then within that subject have subsections, and you can assign a decimal to it. So it breaks down. So the first, 000 to 099.999 is generality. So things like knowledge, books, bibliographies, stuff that doesn't really have a home, kind of can go there. Then we go 100 is philosophy and psychology, go all the way up. Then we go religion is 200s. 300 is social sciences. 400 is language. 500 is natural sciences, maths. 600 is technology and applied sciences. 700 is the arts. 800 literature and rhetoric. So literature like fiction is 821. And 900s is geography and history. So he goes through that and goes there. And I used to remember it in like, say an alien comes to Earth and they want to know about the world. They go, okay, the first one, and then they go, okay, what do you believe in? Like, oh, who are you? What do you believe in? What's going on here? What language do you speak? What is all this going around me? Okay, what? And it's just kind of go that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But there are people these days saying it is very white. It's very, they can tell it's been created by a white Christian man. Because in religion, religion is 200 to 299. The first 90 are just Christianity. And then all the rest can kind of fit into the last one.
Rest.
Yeah.
And others, I guess.
Yeah. And then a bunch of like science, and then women's health is like a small little number. And it is that thing like, even though you've got the decimal points to put it in, you don't want to have like 636.99971 because otherwise you can't. It's so hard to find. So yeah, anyway. So he copyrights this in 1876. So he's at that point he's 25. And he's just created his greatest work. 150 countries use this. 90% of libraries use the Dewey Decimal System.
Wow.
And so he becomes Mr. Big Time in libraries.
So it's adopted. It's adopted quickly.
It spreads quick. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. And so now they've got this system. The libraries are streamlined.
He walks into every library with a pair of white gloves.
Yeah. Goes over the books.
Wipe those books.
He goes to the women's health section. And he goes, "Well, did this need to be here?"
This is a bit big.
So like a pop star who's written their big hit and then trying to follow it up. He does try and follow up with other stuff.
Tries to categorize and order other things.
Yeah, so he's fixed libraries. So the next thing he wants to work on is the English language and spelling, and he wants that to be more efficient. So he was constantly annoyed by extra letters in words.
Oh, he would love texting.
Yeah.
He would love
But my thing, like,
you up. He would love it.
as a librarian, you'd think silent letters would be his big thing. Silent. I love a quiet place. Even his own name annoyed him. So his name was spelled Melville space Dewey. So he shortened it to Melvil Dui. Dewey.
Dewey.
Yep.
Melvil Dewey.
Yeah. So in 1886, he founded the Spelling Reform Association and then was a member of the American Simplified Spelling Board, whose first call of business was trying to get rid of ED on the end of words and replace it with T.
Oh, like learned and learnt.
Yep. Dreamed and dreamt.
Oh, because I always get a bit confused on those.
Yeah. He was like, just make a T. So,
That's how we say it.
yeah. He also wanted to change his S's to Z's, which Americans do. Mm-hmm. And he also wanted them to get rid of the letter U.
Oh, like colour.
Yes. The parsley of the alphabet is what I called it.
And neighbour.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yep. So President Roosevelt was a fan of this reform, and it went on. He said, "Yep, let's do it."
So it went all the way to the top.
To the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, though.
To the top.
What?
Yeah. But then what happened was newspapers were ridiculing it, and back in England, they were like, "Going, have you heard what these crazy Yanks are doing?" And so then the Supreme Court was like, "We can't pass this." Like, yeah. And Roosevelt was like, I wanted to fight it, but the one word I knew we lost it was the word through. So he wanted to spell it like THRU.
Yeah. So he'd love texting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not through, that's thra. And they're like, as soon as
That's the point where he's like, no, we've gone too far here. That's thra.
yeah, because you go, surely it's 00, through.
Yeah, but he went thra.
Thra.
Drop. Yeah, and anyway, Roosevelt then was like, I can't fight this. This is just a hill I'm going to die on. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, they changed some words, though. But, yeah, so back to Melvil. So he, now with all his fame in the libraries, he got a job in Boston. But he didn't want to leave Amherst, and he wasn't happy to leave. And so he wrote him a letter. And Jess, can I get you to read out just the big bold thing here? Mm-hmm. And you might, if you want to hold it up to the camera for the people listening, because this is how he spelled it and how he read it.
Someday, S-U-M, dear Amherst, may it be my happy lot to prove how great is the love I bear you. Proud always, everywhere, to be counted among your sons, I am very truly Melvil Dewey.
Yeah.
Wow.
That tested my brain.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
prove is spelled P-R-U-V. That's Pruv. I'm sorry.
That's Pruv.
Is I-Z. That's fine. Bear, he spelled it like the animal.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's even harder.
It's confusing.
But you is spelled U-Y-U.
Why you've lost one letter. I don't think it's that efficient.
I could drop another one off there and make it you. Just
Fuck.
the
Yep,
letter
nah.
U. Good
Yeah.
point.
Great point. Great point. Yeah, yep.
And your sons with a Z, which kind of looks like sons.
Yep.
And proud
Right.
always everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, everywhere is weird.
Everywhere. Yeah, I don't like
Everywhere.
that.
It's like
Everywhere.
you need the Y in
Yeah.
there, don't you?
Everywhere.
All right.
Everywhere.
So he left. He didn't want to leave. His heart was in Amherst. But he went to Boston, and that's where he met his wife, Annie Godfrey, who was a former librarian at Wesley College. And they had one son. So her name was Annie Godfrey. They named their son Godfrey as a tribute to her final.
Right,
her
but did
last
they
name.
respell it?
No, it's spelled Godfrey.
What are you doing, mate? You got to talk the talk and walk the walk here.
Yeah. Hypocrite.
Yeah.
Godfrey.
Okay, so
That's Godfrey.
Godfrey, yeah. In Boston, he started a company that sold library supplies. He invented the hanging vertical file.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really changing the game.
Is that still used in libraries to this day?
I'm not sure, but he also invented the one uniform size library card
Oh, okay.
that all libraries use.
It's always
So,
the same size
Same
card.
size card. And so, I don't know if they have the card system anymore. I think everything's digitized, but
Yeah.
not having the same card in the one library is crazy. It's like, I'll just put it on a piece of paper and put it in there.
Yeah.
Like, you go, let's get some
That's
order.
too messy.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I'm starting to think I should work in a library.
can I say, it's a very good job.
It sounds great.
And look, I know that they're changing, but they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're
an important part of a community.
They really are. Yep.
And to be quiet and I can organise things.
Because when Rem and Barry, this is in Melbourne, so 1856, he was like, no, we need a library because we need to have an educated society. And so they had the library, and he was like buying up books and all this kind of stuff, but it was like a non-borrowing library, so everyone could just come there and people were like, oh, no, it's crazy. And he goes, no, I want education for the masses. It shouldn't just be an elitist thing. And I mean, Rem and Barry had a lot of bad traits about him, but that was one of the good things. And he was like, no, put the library here and put because Melbourne Uni was a fair way away from it. And I was like, that's crazy. Put it right next to it. And he goes, no, Melbourne's going to grow as a city. That won't be a big thing in the many years to come. Anyway, I could talk about Rem and Barry another time.
Great.
Yeah, he was the judge who hanged Ned Kelly. Yep. All right, so in Boston, though, he organised the first library convention called the Centennial International Exhibition in 1876 and did it in Philly. And then he also started the American Library Association, the ALA, and helped found the American Library Journal. So he was big on just getting these groups of people together. But he wanted to get back to New York. New York, that's where he loved New York. So in 1883, he got a job as a librarian at Columbia University. And there he founded the School of Library Economy, so people could come and study to be a librarian, and he encouraged women to apply.
That's good.
Well, it might be our first red flag.
Okay, he encouraged women to apply.
Really wanted women to apply. Not only apply, but to study, but also with their application, they had to send a photo of what they look like, because in his words, you can't polish a pumpkin.
That's how I got the job on Do Go On.
Polished a pumpkin?
I polished it up. I sent in a picture.
Now,
Yeah, we went through thousands of applications.
there is no evidence of this, but people were saying he also wanted bust sizes, but there's nothing on the. But if you look at the photos, they all shared a common trait.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just to go back to can't polish a pumpkin.
Yes.
You can polish a pumpkin.
Yeah.
of all the vegetables.
Yeah, that's the most polishable.
I would
one.
say, yeah. It's
yeah.
got the
That's the
skin.
shiniest skin you
yes,
can get.
exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. Get
What? Come
Mr.
on.
Sheen on that. You could polish a pumpkin.
Yeah.
There's so many of them that you can't polish.
Yeah.
You can't polish a turnip.
Polish a swede. Good luck. A carrot? Could you polish a carrot?
Yeah, maybe.
Send in, listeners.
Yeah. What could you polish?
What's the hardest one to polish?
Hardest vegetable
It's got to be like something soft, or like it has a very porous outside or something,
Yeah, like a bulb or like an onion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't polish it. Can you polish an onion? I don't know. A pea could be polished. Yeah, anyway, I digress. Because he hit a speed bump with the application process because the University of Columbia believed that a person's appearance... No, sorry. That's what they should have believed, that a person's appearance shouldn't be into it. But no, they didn't want women at the university.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So a year into the job, he left for Albany, New York, and tried to bring his 17 female librarians with him.
Oh, he's starting a cult.
Well, he came from that area.
This is how we do it back where I'm from.
Yeah. So a lot of the women went to the university to help to set it up as the library school. So for the next 20 years, he expanded and modernised the state library. Governor Teddy Roosevelt called it an inspiration to intellectual life throughout the state. And as state librarian until 1906, he created the first library for the blind, the first travelling library, which is an amazing thing. So you could actually go town to town going, these are the books, come in, you can learn stuff.
And they still have those.
Yep.
Widely across country Victoria and stuff.
Yeah.
The first interlibrary loan program, so libraries could lend books to each other.
That's smart.
Yep. And also the first children's library.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, these are all good things.
Good things.
Great things.
Great things.
But I feel like you said first red flag earlier.
Yeah, okay.
Which made me go a little on edge.
I've been a bit stuck on the bus size thing, and I was like, I was trying to figure out the joke of like they all had to be a 10 something.
Oh, imagine, yeah.
That's where I've been for the last couple of minutes.
Dewey Decimal is D double D. So,
yeah, 10 double D.
All right, so okay, but what's happening though is his colleagues were saying he had a very unpredictable and demanding behaviour. And the Brooklyn Daily Eagle, which was a newspaper at the time, reported in 1899 that his personality often put him on the defensive with many state officers, and he would not hesitate to dock people's pay, half a day's pay, if they arrived just 5 minutes late.
Oh man, I'm never getting paid again.
Half a day.
Half a day for 5 minutes late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really, like you're saying about like jobs, he really demands excellence and expects others to have the same sort of obsession with his passion as he does. That must be like it obviously he's very productive.
Yeah.
Like he's getting a lot of stuff done, he's doing a lot of good, and it's obviously a real passion and obsession for him. But it must also be very frustrating because other people aren't up to your standards.
Yeah.
They don't care as much.
Yeah.
Well, you see this in sport a lot, like the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. He's crying at the end, going, "Yeah, I was hard on people, but I won them championships." And if that's, I'm sorry, but I did what I thought we all wanted to do this.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a great basketball player, not great, but a guy called Rick Barry, and he was a great player, but he would shoot underarm from the foul line because it was more efficient. Like it's actually a better, like you lob it up higher. So
and you make more of them.
Make more. And people don't do it because it was nicknamed the granny shot.
Yeah.
People don't do it just because it's embarrassing.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks embarrassing.
But he was like, I don't care what it looks like. If we win.
Win. Yeah.
So Wilt Chamberlain, who at the time was the greatest player in the league, terrible at shooting foul shots. And so the whole thing was just foul him, get him on the line. Because he was like 7'3" in a league where the average height was like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Just this dominant player who was just unstoppable. So they're like, just foul him and then he'll miss and then we'll get the ball. And Rick Barry kept on saying to him, shoot underhand. What are you doing? And he refused because of he didn't want to be teased. Then 1 year, the games weren't televised. He shot underhand because only the people in the crowd were watching.
Yeah.
He got the best percentage of his career that year. The next year, the league is televised again. He went back to shooting like normally. But because they think it's this, like they thought it was a emasculating thing. But then women don't do it either. So it's just pride.
You just look a bit funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look silly.
Yeah.
So what's more important?
Yeah.
Your ego or the result?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I need to ask how Michael Jordan shot from the...
He shot very well, but
but he didn't do the underarm because it was so efficient.
No, you think he would, but he was very good at doing it
I suppose
anyway.
if you're getting it anyway, you're like,
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah.
But if you're really bad at them,
There was another guy I'm sorry, I'm talking about basketball, but Muhammad Abdul Rauf, who had Tourette's, and his Tourette's manifested in a way that he had to, before he left training, hit like 100 shots from the foul line in a row, but not just hit the shots. They had to make the right noise.
Oh my God.
And so if they went in and didn't make the right noise, he was like, we're starting again. And he'd just sit there and shoot and shoot and shoot.
oh wow! And did that mean that
Wow.
when it came to game time, he was an incredible shot?
He was an amazing shot. So he
Yeah.
started in the league under the name Chris Jackson, then changed because he turned to Islam and changed it to Muhammad Abdul Rauf. And he was like played for, I think at the time, Denver. And there's a game where he towers up Michael Jordan. It is like incredible to watch. Just this guy, and it's that thing of two people who obsessive personalities, probably OCPD, just going at each other, just going, I'm not going to let you beat me. Anyway, Melvil Dewey, I'm not sure what his basketball game was like.
I reckon pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah. With a name like Melvil Dewey.
He's nicknamed the Quiet Assassin. He was riding very high, okay, a bit of a mover and shaker in the community. And so in 1895, he founded the Lake Placid Club, which was a health resort in upstate New York. A country club, if you will, although this is where a very selective application process.
10 double D.
No black people, no Jewish people. And out of fear of Jewish people even getting anywhere near the club, Melville made sure he bought the land around it so they couldn't buy it and get close.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, this is where the power starts going to his head. So he's in charge of this club and he charged members $10 annual fee.
$10, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, people are like, well, we're running this at a loss. We need 12 at least to break even. No,
No,
gotta
it
be
has
10.
to be 10.
Lifetime memberships were $1,000, which is 10 to the power 3, which is crazy to think that, I'll live for an extra 100
That's
years.
right. To make it worth it, you have to make it live 101 years.
Lights had to be turned off at exactly 10 p.m.
Oh my God. Melville.
And that was the same time that the overnight train from the club left for Manhattan. So if you wanted to leave, you left at 10. And so not only did he love the 10, he also was bringing in his stupid fucking spelling. And so this was the menu. I'll get you to read out this one, Dave, just the big old...
Okay, we've got here on the menu. Haddock. Potted beef with noodles. No E in noodles. Parsley. Parsli. Or mashed potato. Mashed with a T. Butter. This is a good one. BUTR. Steamed rice. RYS. Lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce is good.
Lettuce. And, man, what is this supposed to be?
Exactly.
Wise cream?
It's ice cream.
Ice cream is spelled YS.
Yeah.
So haddock, potted beef with noodles, parsley or mashed potato, butter, steamed rice, lettuce, and ice cream. But it's actually wise cream.
But then it kind of annoys me that cream is perfect.
I know, with it, EA.
Cream.
That annoys me and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's right. Double E. What do we think? EME?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Double EM would be cream if you want to do it phonetically.
wow.
But what?
And officially.
YS for ice? No.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the menu. Though. I'm a big fan of the
Of course you are. Dave has
mash.
the most basic bitch taste buds.
Yeah. Haddock, that's all right.
You're gonna have a really good time in a retirement home, I think.
Will we all be like mushy and
Yeah.
custard again? Yes, please.
My kids were laughing because we drove past one of those villages and it was like from 50 onwards you can go and I'm 44. And my kid's like, you're 6 years away from living there, Dad.
Yeah.
You're really not far off.
I know.
Yeah,
50 onwards, really?
Yeah, which is too young for
It's
a
too
retirement
young,
village.
yeah.
Yeah. It's we were on a walk recently. It's sort of in our neighbourhood, but ended up down a side street we hadn't been down before. And we're wandering along and came across this really nice apartment buildings with like a lovely sort of garden in the middle, and it had a little cafe. And we're
Yep.
like, this is gorgeous. And we're like, could we, maybe we could buy here. And I could see that there was the office of the building. So I Googled it, and it was a 55 plus community. And I was like, okay, 20 years.
I used to laugh when I first moved to the Croxton, which is a venue, was 28 plus.
28.
28, which I always would find so, like, 28 is such a weird year.
So specific.
Why 28? Yeah,
Why 28?
got reminded of a Facebook status I did on my 21st birthday recently, and it said, just turned 21. I can now legally drink in every country, and only 7 more years to the over 28 club.
I had no recollection of a 28 club. How
there was
weird.
one. I think there was one out in Doncaster too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that does actually vaguely ring a bell.
over
But I remembered them being like 30 plus or maybe over 35.
Yeah.
Never 28.
35
young.
I kind of so I remember
35 makes sense.
I remember as a kid there was a 35 plus basketball league that my dad played in, and me and my brothers would go there and laugh so much at these old men playing basketball.
Yes.
And I'm like, they're only 35.
I know.
You're like, whoa, that's a bit young.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
looking around recently because I'd like to get back into basketball, and I was looking around at local clubs if they had women's, seniors teams. And one of the best ones I came across were 40 plus.
Yeah.
They train for the Masters games, and they have 70 plus teams. And I was like, give me 5 more years, and I'm in.
There's walking basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, which is you're not allowed to run. You just
Yeah.
got to walk.
Well, they'll call it. If you start running.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
fair. So you just walk and pass the ball around
I'm
and
not
get open
quite
shots.
there.
Yeah.
I think I can still run, but I love that in my future.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So good.
I can predict
wait.
some underarm free
Yeah.
throws.
Oh, and the team was called Myths and Legends, and their uniform rules. So I'm very excited to get to 40 and join.
See you on the court.
I'm slightly too young now, but too old for every other team.
So Melville, he's a mover and shaker, getting things done. Also, Lake Placid was the home of the 1932 Winter Olympics, the first time it had been held out of Europe, and he was instrumental in getting it there.
Really?
Oh, he
Lake
wanted to get it
Placid.
over.
Yeah, his son was really into winter sports, and so he was like, he wasn't competing, Godfrey, but he was like, yeah,
I just loved
it.
Yeah.
spectate.
yeah. Wow. All right, but all this is happening, and behind the scenes, rumors of Melville. He was a handsy. He was a handsy man.
I see.
Wow.
All 10 fingers. Just did the action.
And he had an obsession with hugging and kissing women.
Yeah.
Hugging and kissing.
Don't we all?
The hugging and the kissing. And according to many eyewitnesses, he repeatedly subjected his personal assistants, Florence Woodworth and May Seymour, both students of his at Columbia, to surprise squeezes.
Oh,
No.
that sounds awful.
No, thank you. I like a scheduled squeeze.
Yeah, 905.
Now, they both lived in his home, and they didn't register any formal complaints, but people who worked with him went, hey, that's
That's not okay.
that's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And Adelaide Hass, who's another, she was the head of the Public Documents Division at the New York Public Library, had told several of her contemporaries that he continued to flirt with her during her visit to Albany in 1905. Like, do you know how bad of a lech and kind of handsy do you have to be for people in 1905 to go, hey, that's too much?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty bad. Yuck.
But this is the thing, because he was doing stuff and he was a powerful man, people kind of excused his eccentric behaviour. That's what they call it, eccentric behaviour.
Yeah. I know he's not a creep. He's eccentric.
It's
It's not a criminal act.
No.
Just
He's a
eccentric.
kook.
yeah, a more efficient way to say it is assault.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How would he spell that though?
K-O-O-K.
But Melville didn't see he was doing anything wrong, and he had to go to court for this, and he said, I have been very unconventional, as men are, but always who frankly show and speak of their liking for women, but pure women understand my ways.
Pure women. Oh,
So he's victim blaming?
Yeah.
yeah, but just being like,
He's saying if you've got a problem with it, that's on you.
But if you're an actual woman, you know
Yeah.
that men are going to
A real woman
give you
gets
a
it.
surprise squeeze.
Yeah, if anything, real women, pure women, love it. They love my surprise squeezes.
All right, so in 1905, there was a library conference in Alaska, and it was 10 days, and he had 4 different women come out and say that he was inappropriate with them.
In 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days, of course. So that's why he went on the trip.
oh yeah.
10 days.
And he was like, only 4.
Yeah, only 4. Yeah, so there were more.
Yep. So as a result of that, though, the association, which is an association that he founded, and he was the #1 member of the American Library Association for 20 years, they were like, nah, you're gone.
Wow.
Melvil Dewey, you are out of here. And the president, Mary White Plummer, who had been a student of his, vowed she will never be in the profession as long as he's here.
Wow. Like you say, you have to, back then, especially with the power that he's got, being the founder, the number one.
Yes.
How bad do you have to be acting for everyone to agree he can't be
We
here?
don't listen to women now.
Yeah.
This is so long ago. He must have been just disgusting for so many people to be like, you cannot be in this position.
Yeah, I can't work with that guy.
That's horrific.
Yeah. So Tessa Kelso, who was also the head of the Los Angeles Public Library, noticed, she goes, for many years, women librarians have been the special prey of Mr. Dewey in a series of outrages upon decency. And he had to settle out of court. It was a $2,000 sexual harassment settlement, and that's in 1922, I think it was. Okay. So what's the inflation on that? Well, that'd be a lot of money.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. So his first, this is all while he was married. His first wife died in 1922. He remarried straight away. And then he moved down to the second Lake Placid that he'd set up, which was in Florida. And on December 26, he had a stroke and died. And so therefore he missed out on seeing the Winter Olympics that he helped bring across by 3 months.
Oh, he didn't get to go.
No.
But he did get Christmas.
He got Christmas.
But not the Boxing Day test.
Not Boxing Day,
which is disappointing.
Yep. So, moving forward to June 2019, the American Library Association, they removed Dewey's name from, because used to get the highest honour was the Melvil Dewey Award. 2019, they went, nah, that's not happening anymore. So now it's just the American Library Association medal. Huh. And there's talk of moving his name from the Dewey Decimal System as well.
Really?
Yeah, so just call it the
he
Decimal
was
System.
crook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is that's Melvil Dewey, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, renaming the whole system.
Yeah. That says a lot. I think it's so interesting. I'm just thinking about the examples of him and Steve Jobs of being like, obviously very obsessive, obviously very intense personalities, all sorts of stories come out about how difficult they are to work with or yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But they do just the most remarkable things.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like he did so much.
Yeah. And like doing that whole system by the age of 25 is like, it is that thing of like just one focus, let's get it done.
Yeah. And the fact, I'm actually very surprised, especially back then, how quickly it was adopted everywhere.
Yeah.
That seems even harder. Like things spread pretty easily nowadays with the internet and social media and all that kind of stuff. But like back then, for it to be so widely adopted so quickly, he obviously did a good job.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And does the system, do you know if it still tops out at 1,000? They haven't had to add new categories in over the century because it's like, well, that was new types of books that didn't even exist.
Now
then.
there's like vampire porn. What do I do that?
Well, that was the thing. So having the decimals, it just means you just add another point instead of having a whole. And because when I worked in libraries, there was like people would come in, like this is the school library, parents would come in and go, oh, can we make it easier for the kids? Can we just put them all by colour? And I'm like going, that is impossible. That is like, so it means I have to remember the colour the book spine is.
My mum would say that people would frequently come in and say, oh, I'm looking for this book I borrowed a couple of years ago. It's red.
Yeah.
No further information.
Yeah.
She'd be like, there's like a million items in our system.
Yeah.
That's
How are we going to, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And they go, red, might have been by a man.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a woman.
the main character though was a man
Yeah,
or a woman or a dog.
That'd be so vague about
Yeah.
it.
I can hum a bit for you. No,
Yeah. And you're like, I don't know.
But so there was that's Melvil Dewey. It's one of those things where you're like going, libraries are fantastic, and he did a very great thing, but he
Yes,
also
I
was
had
a
no
monster behind the scenes.
Yeah.
idea that he was so crook.
No, I didn't know either. Yuck. And yeah, I mean, as we've said about 3 times, for things to have been done back then, he must have been really bad.
Serial.
Yeah. That even men were bothered by how he was acting towards
Yeah.
women.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. They were going, oh, that's a bit much. Then he's gone too far. What a story. Thank you for bringing that to us.
That's all right.
What an absolute treat.
I wonder what number his own life story would be on the Dewey Decimal System.
Well, it would be in biographies, so that
Yeah.
would be like 800 something, 821, I think.
See, it's still up there.
That's
Still
great.
there. Yeah.
Still rattling around. Rattling.
That's how he would spell it, though.
Yeah, rattling. Rattling.
Well, that's the other thing. That spelling is like that reform did change the way Americans spell, but also changed the way that we use our computers because we've got to go, oh, fuck, we don't spell like that.
Yeah.
Change it back.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Google.
Yeah, that little red line.
Yeah. It's like, did you mean neighbor? No, you know what? I didn't. Change to English.
The
British English.
original.
Fuck. Yeah.
Old English.
Change it to
That's originally good.
look at where I am.
Now, Josh, thank you so much for joining us. Your podcast, you spoke about, you've got the one on Patreon, which is I'll Be Your Biggest Fan.
Yep. And then I have another one on the main feed, which is called Four Burners. So what I do is I get people on, and both of you have been guests, right? Yeah, great.
I've been on the Biggest Fan one.
Yes. Not the other one.
Haven't done 4 burners.
Wait for an email. But what I do is I talk about this theory that I read about in a David Sedaris essay, which is a 4-burner theory where you imagine your life as a 4-burner stovetop. On each burner represents different facets. So one is health, one is career, one is friends, one is family. And the theory suggests that you can't have them all going at once, otherwise you burn out. So you have to prioritize which ones you're keeping on and which ones you're turning off. The theory says if you turn off one, the other 3 you'll do well at. If you turn off 2, the other 2 you leave on, you'll excel at. And so I get a bunch of people to come on. I've had like athletes, a lot of comedians, actors, authors, all that kind of stuff. And it's really interesting. And it's interesting to see the type of person who just leaves career on. I've had a couple of people who are, I'm only doing career at this stage in my life.
Wow.
And can I just say, they're killing it at their career.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
it does get results.
Yeah.
But you have to leave everything else behind.
Yes. So that's out every Thursday.
I feel like Dewey would be career and lechery are the two.
Yeah. Is one of the burners lechery?
Yes.
Quick behaviour?
Yeah.
Turn it up. Turn it up to 10.
I want to excel at both.
Oh, fantastic. And anything else coming up, like even looking ahead?
If you're in Brisbane, I'm doing, I'm part of the Caxton Street Comedy Festival, October 18. I'm doing my old podcast, Don't You Know Who I Am, a live one there. And so that is October 18. And then I'm doing a show with Tommy Daslow called The Notebook Asterix, not the film starring Ryan Gosling, but us doing new material. And when I say we're not reading from a notebook, it's just new material since we've been up there last night. And then the next night, October 19, I'm in Cairns doing their room there. And then I have I might do a show not in the festival next year, but around the festival, because I coach a junior basketball team. That's why I was obsessed with Wilt Chamberlain. And it's all about being a coach of teenagers.
Would you like to coach a 35-year-old woman who's chronically injured?
Well, do you want to join a mixed team at Coburg?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Probably.
Do you need a water boy?
Come play. But they're the two. And then, that's it. So just on the socials at Mr. Josh Earl, just on Instagram. That's the only one I really use.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us. As always, an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
And as we say goodbye to Josh Earl,
Goodbye, Josh Earl.
we say hello to everyone's favourite section of the podcast, which is, of course, the fact, quote, or question section, which I believe has a little jingle that might sound something like this.
Fact, quote, or question. I never know how it's going to go until I'm deep in it.
And she always remembers to sing.
Yes, that's right. And he always remembers the ding. And this is a section where we like to spend a little bit of time answering facts, quotes, questions, brags, suggestions, recipes, games, anything from our wonderful supporters from patreon.com/dogoonpod, specifically people who support us on the Sydney Scheinberg Deluxe level or above. Is that correct, Dave?
That is correct. There are multiple levels on there for everyone's different budgets. Maybe you're not able to afford anything at all, and that's totally fine. But if you are able to keep the show going with a monthly pledge, that would be fantastic. And in exchange, you can get as well as the Fact Quote or Question section, you can get the bonus episodes.
Yeah, 4 a month.
4 a month and 280 in the back catalogue. You get ad-free listening these days. You get to watch the video. And let me just say hello to the people watching the video now.
Yeah.
And yes, we have changed outfits.
And I think I was sitting somewhere differently.
Yeah. I think I've gone from this exact jacket in green to this exact jacket in red.
Whoa.
Hello.
Boy, you crazy.
And you get to be part of the Facebook group. You get to
nicest
vote on
corner of the internet.
So nice. Honestly, it's so nice. And they organise their own fun meetups and hat swaps and T-shirt swaps, all sorts of things. And also you get to hear about live shows before anyone else, get discount codes. And you just get to know that you are supporting this show and making us able to keep doing it for 10 years.
What you were going to say, and making us a lot of cash.
Making us so rich. I drove here in a Ferrari. I'm not even going to drive it. I'm going to leave it there.
Just leave it here. I'll pick up a different one. Go home. Leave that in the street. I don't give a shit. So the first thing we do is the fact, quote, or question. So people get to give themselves a title, and I'm going to read them. Normally this is Matt doing this, and he always says, I don't read these until I'm reading them, and that's just sort of a disclaimer that we'll probably stumble on words.
Yes.
But first up is Paul McNally. Paul has given themselves the title Head of Biological Research at the Do Go On Institute, Eyes in the Back of Your Head Division.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, and Paul has given us a dedication.
Oh my gosh, love songs and dedication.
I'm not sure we've had a dedication before. This is exciting. Awesome. Okay. Paul writes, hello gang, hope you're all well. I met you at your Dublin show last year and you were all lovely and put on an excellent show. God, that's good to hear.
Thank you. And that was a fun show.
Fucking loved that show.
The crowd were really into it.
They were so good. It was a great story. And it's just nice to hear that feedback that we were pleasant to deal with.
Yes.
Because, catch me on a bad day. Not the case.
Good luck catching you on a good day.
Yeah.
Which
honestly,
Dublin got, because
sounds like, Paul, you had a good time.
That's one of your favourite cities in the world, so that puts you in a good mood.
Yeah, I was having a fantastic time, and we walked out to just insane applause, unlike Belfast the night before, and so it really lifted my mood.
Let's not start anything, you.
Anyway, Paul continues. Back on episode 329, Le Mans, I used the quote section of Fact Quote or Question to make a dedication to my baby son. I'm using.
You weren't on that episode, though.
No, I wasn't.
That was the Le Mans disaster.
Yes. Did I say Le Mans? Yeah. I did that in my head as a bit of a joke, but then I said it out loud. My bad.
No, all good, all good. But this is why you don't remember the dedication. I, of course, remember the dedication.
I'm using this submission to celebrate my daughter, Railteen, whose first birthday is a week from writing this. In Irish, Railteen means little star. So thank you, Paul, for sort of spelling that out phonetically for me. And I hope I've said that correctly. Railteen. Very cute. To my darling daughter, Railteen, you are the most wonderful daughter a father could ask for. It was the greatest surprise of our lives to find out we had a baby girl. The joy, pride and laughs you have brought to our whole family is the greatest gift anyone could ask for. You make me so happy every day, and your cheeky smile and unimaginable cuteness is a wonderful thing to behold. Oh my God, it keeps going. It's so sweet.
This is so beautiful.
I love every little thing you do, whether they're difficult or joyful, from stealing my glasses off my head since you were 4 months old and throwing them away laughing. How I couldn't hold you close to my face for a month because you'd latch onto my nose with the precision of a viper. How you learned to crawl one day and 2 days later could climb the stairs unaided. But then in brackets, with supervision.
That's progress.
Teaching you not to be afraid of a swing. How as soon as I come in the door from work, you crawl down the hall as fast as possible with the biggest smile and giggles. Most of all, I'm proud to be your dad. I love you with all my heart. So twinkle, twinkle, my little star. You're always and forever in your daddy's heart.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry.
Stop it, Paul. That is so nice.
Happy birthday, little star. That's so beautiful.
Really cute. I'm sure that was written a while ago. So
Railteen's now finished university. And well done.
Congratulations, little star. We are so proud of you. But that is very sweet.
That's really nice.
Really hits the daddy issues. So thank you for that, Paul. That's absolutely gorgeous. Bring on the dedications. We've had people using it as a brag where they'll brag about other people. We're happy for you to brag about something you've done as well. This is a safe space, but a dedication is very wholesome.
That's nice, yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Paul. That. Next up is Katie C. Katie has given themselves the title Official Dog Petter. Oof.
Oh, please.
What a coveted role.
Yeah, honestly, we had a lot of submissions.
Yes.
The interview process was long.
We tried to basically use nepotism and give ourselves the role.
Yeah.
Nepotism, cronyism. Nepotism, we're family.
Yeah.
And Katie has given us a question. Oh, yes, it says this one is mostly for Bob. That's me. Paul Kelly has dropped a sequel to How to Make Gravy in Rita Wrote a Letter. I'm a huge PK fan and I'm loving it, wondering what you think of it. And this one's for all of you. What's your favourite song that has a sequel or tells a story? That's very interesting. A song with a sequel.
Oh, that's tricky.
She goes on so you can have a bit of a think. I love hearing Paul tell the story of Dan, Joe and Rita and loved that there was a death notice published in the paper for Joe prior to the release of Rita Wrote a Letter. That's fun to say. Rita wrote a letter. But I also love the song by Eric Bogle, Two Strong Arms, which tells the story of Christos from Macedonia who moved to Australia and worked hard for his family. P.S. If you get Paul Kelly on the pod, I would literally lose my shit. She has written "lose my shit," which is pretty funny. Katie, I can guarantee we will never, ever have Paul Kelly on the podcast. If it was an option, I would decline.
Oh, you think it would just
I couldn't handle it.
You couldn't speak.
No, I've told you about doing a Channel 31 broadcast of the what's the footy game? There's like
the Community Cup.
Thank you, Community Cup footy game, and Paul Kelly was playing there. He performed there, and I was backstage. I'd asked Dan Sultan if he would have a chat with me, but he was there with his wife and infant daughter, and they were about to leave. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't really have the time." I was like, "No worries," and that was already kind of crushing enough. It feels like an embarrassing rejection, and then Paul Kelly walked past me, and we sort of, I sort of had to stand out of his way, so we did that sort of polite smile nod thing. And I was like, if I asked Paul Kelly for an interview and he said no, I would replay that every night in my sleep. I couldn't handle it.
So you just sort of nodded.
So I was like, I won't do it. I can't handle that rejection. Even if he said yes, I would have just fucking stared at him.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And then imagine if he found out I have a tattoo of his lyrics. /song/album.
What? How he? Because some people would love to share that. Hey, look, I've got your lyrics, but you're a bit like.
I'd be like, you're going to think I'm insane.
I don't want you to know about this.
I don't want you to know. So to answer your first question, I got to be honest, Katie. I have listened to Rita Wrote a Letter, but maybe only once or twice.
I didn't know about this.
It first came out, it's fairly recent.
Okay, I'm going to have to listen.
At the time of recording, it's I don't know, month, 6-ish weeks ago maybe.
Yep.
So I did listen to it. And then, I don't know, got busy, got on with stuff, kind of forgot about it. I need to revisit. I can't think of another song that has a sequel. That's such a good question. It'd be a good trivia type question.
Yes. Name these sequel songs.
Yeah.
I like a band that Matt and I both worked at. We saw the same gig at in 2005, Coheed and Cambria. Their album is called, one of their albums, my favourite one of theirs, In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, and there's a song called that.
Oh.
And then there's also part 1, 2 and 3 of The Camp of Valorium, and I love that.
Oh.
They go into each other.
I didn't even think of part 1, 2 and 3. So Evie is a...
Oh, that's great.
There's a sequel. It's a trilogy in there.
Also, I've looked at Anthem Part 2, Blink-182.
Great question,
That's
Katie.
great.
I would love... keep them coming if you... No, if something came to mind straight away then of a song that's a sequel, I'd love you to let us know.
Yeah, what are the...
That would be such a fun trivia question of this song is the sequel of what? Sometimes it would be obvious, sometimes it wouldn't. If you didn't know How to Make Gravy and someone said, Rita Wrote a Letter is a sequel to what song? You'd be like, what the fuck?
That's really good. Oh, there's a category on Wiki, sequel songs.
Wow.
There's quite a lot here.
Any jump out that you recognise?
Drunk in Love by Beyonce has come up.
Oh.
Which I do like that song, but
Interesting.
what is it a sequel to? Many music critics called the song a follow-up to Crazy in Love because Jay-Z's on both.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Thank you so much for that, Katie. That's great. And thank you for being the official dog petter, the highly coveted role, and we're very proud of you.
Yes.
Finally, for the Fact Quarter question this week, Nathan Damon, aka Group Dad, is giving us a fact. He says, hey guys, it's been a while, and just to let everyone know, I'm fine. Thought I'd go with an AFL fact as I know how much Jess loves her footy. I love it. Those boys out there.
Who's your favourite boy right now?
Oh, Pendles.
Really? Pendles?
Nah.
What a boy.
What a boy. 38-year-old man.
He's one of the few that's older than us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's grim, isn't it?
I told you last week that I just had a thought, am I older than every AFL player? So I looked it up. List in order, and currently you and I think we'd be about the 7th and 8th oldest in the entire league.
I don't love that. I like to be somewhere around the middle of the pack. I saw my exercise physiologist yesterday, and he did a little bit of testing on running, jumping, calf strength type stuff. And he goes, yeah, so, right now these numbers are right around the middle of the pack. And he meant that as we've got some improvement to do, but I was like, sweet.
Better than half of everyone.
I'm like, you mean not the worst?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's party.
No one will notice me?
Yeah. Great. I think I'm his least favorite client. Anyway, Nathan, at the time of writing, hopefully this comes out sometime before grand final day. Ooh.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, okay, great. The original 2 expansion clubs that turned the VFL into the AFL have each won more flags than the teams that have joined since put together. I didn't understand a word of that. That is
Can we have it one more time?
at the time, okay. The original 2 expansion clubs that turned the VFL into the AFL
Okay, right.
have each won more flags than the teams that have joined since put together.
Oh, okay.
So that's to say Brisbane has 4, West Coast has 4, Adelaide 2, Port Adelaide 1, Freo, GWS and Gold Coast 0. As you know, Jess, it's been a tough time for us West Coast supporters lately, so I needed something to smile about. Well, bye for now and hopefully see you all in November. Yes, Nathan, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, poor old West Coast boys.
Oh.
And,
Footy here's the thing.
yeah.
I have embraced sport more recently, but I've gone for rugby union. And the choice was very strategic in that, you know, the World Championships were happening this year. Women's World Cup is happening at the time of recording right now. It's very exciting. And then rugby kind of goes away for a bit.
Right, yes.
Wallabies, they play.
Yeah.
But then, you know, like every few years there's something like a World Cup comes up and you go, that's a bit of fun. And then you can forget about it for a while. AFL, it's too much.
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Because there's, even in the off season, people are talking about what's happening next season.
And there's too many
It's the
teams.
pre-season and
Yeah, I can't get my head around it. But I obviously understood everything Nathan just said and I appreciate it.
We appreciate you know that, and Nathan is one of the reasons we're coming back to Perth. He's been hassling us, not hassling us, reminding us for a long time we haven't been to Perth, and that's why we
nagging.
are. He's been nagging. He's been nagging, and but we will see there, Nathan. We've sold out the first Perth show, so we put on a second one.
Yeah,
we might see you there too.
See it both. Let's party.
Let's party, West Coast style.
Can I drive one of your big trucks, please?
Oh, that would be so cool.
That'd be so fun.
If anyone can do it, it's Jess.
Agreed. Now, the next thing we need to do is also just thank some of our wonderful supporters. We do a little shout out, Dave, and we usually play a game.
Oh, yeah.
Should I give them a Dewey Decimal number?
Yeah, and then you could even and say what it is.
Yeah, like categories.
Sure, there's a list.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Okay, great. So I'll read out the names, and then you'll. Melvil Dewey. The pictures come up of this this sex pest that we just heard about. There you go. That's not who I was imagining. Okay, so I'll read out some beautiful people's names and locations if they've given them to us, and then you'll give them a category, a number.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Have you got the random Dewey Decimal?
I'm looking it up. I'm just trying to find it. Hey, I've found a good picture, but it's only on Pinterest, so it only opens really small. And I'm like, no, give me the big
Enhance.
visit site. Hang on, I can do this. I can navigate things.
How you doing out there?
I don't think I am doing well. All right, yeah, this will do.
I've gone to help you and I found the same Pinterest
Yeah,
thing.
it looks pretty good, but it's
Yeah. Why are they so small?
so small.
Okay, first up, I would like to thank from Marblehead in MA, which I believe is Massachusetts. Well, I'm afraid I said that wrong. Massachusetts. It's Emma Hammock.
Emma has published a book in 040, unassigned.
Okay. That's hard to do.
Why do they have that as an
Set
option?
out. I guess
It's unassigned.
there's some things that are just so new,
Yeah,
like they're going to get assigned later.
that's nice.
Or like that defies category, like, for example, this podcast. We cover so many things.
How could you categorize this podcast?
Can't. Sometimes it's history. Often it's history.
Yes,
It's all technically history.
but with it through a comedy lens.
Yes.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's what sets us apart.
That's a 040.
Also, we have a woman. That sets us apart.
Yes. We have an unclassified team member. From Fort Collins, Colorado, thank you to Daniel Scott.
560, Fossils and Prehistoric Life.
Oh, great.
Pretty good stuff.
I wanted to be an archaeologist when I was growing up.
Because of Indiana Jones.
Yes, and The Mummy really reinforced it.
Oh, yeah.
Everything about it.
And what about now? Do you still want to be an archaeologist?
Yes, because of Indiana Jones and the Mummy,
Sure.
which we watched Raiders of the Lost Ark for movie club this month, and I was being like, maybe I could do this.
Yeah, I could rock that hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could probably learn to whip.
He doesn't always whip. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just gets too tired and just shoots.
Love
So,
that.
you could do
I'd
that.
probably just do that.
Yeah, you'd
I
go
wouldn't even need a whip.
No.
I just have a second gun on the other.
Why did he
belt.
just have a second gun?
Just have two.
What
He
an
should just
idiot.
have 4 guns.
Yeah.
Why does he have a hat? Could be a gun. Next up from Naperville, Illinois. Thank you to Kenny.
580, manufacture for specific uses. Not to be confused, for 670, manufacturing. It's 680, manufacture for specific uses.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
When the book comes in, does a librarian have to sit down and really think about this?
Yeah, I was thinking that I was thinking about that as Josh was explaining these, and like, it must be that when they're publishing a book, they already categorize
Yes, you're
it,
right.
you
The
know?
publisher must assign it.
Yeah.
Might even be in the actual details of have all the fine print at the front.
Yeah,
Might even say what it is.
I don't know.
I'll ask my mum. Next up from Blackburn, who is a librarian.
It would just be nice that you call her as well.
Mum,
She misses you.
I want to talk about Dewey Decimal. She's like, what about everything else going on in your life?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Next up from Blackburn South in Victoria, it's Katie.
Katie has gone for 640, home and family management.
Okay.
Family management.
Family management. Do you think that's like practical stuff or more social things?
I think it's sort of like, you know, those books that teach you how to be like an alpha and or like how to
got a lot of those.
How to lead a workplace.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's that, but you're treating your children like employees.
Yeah, that sounds
How to
right.
get the best out of your children.
Next up from a location that is unknown to us. So we can only assume they're deep within the fortress of the moles. It's Omar.
390, customs, etiquette and folklore.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big three.
There's a lot going on there.
3 off there.
Customs,
Okay.
etiquette and folklore.
Because I can feel like customs and etiquette go together, like
Yeah,
societal customs and etiquette. But,
Folklore's its own, like that probably contradicts some customs or...
and surely folklore and folk tale, or those kind of things, that must have its own section, right?
You would think so, but nope. It's in 300, social science.
There you go. And just so you know who you are, Omar, you are Omer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting the show. Deeper than the fortress. Next up from Lutz in Florida. Lutz in Florida, it's Ivy Rutledge.
490, other languages.
Other languages.
Yep.
Okay.
Other. They sort of went
Fair bit to cover.
English, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Latin, modern Greek, other.
Wow, there's a lot of other. There's got to be, at least half
Hundreds.
a dozen others?
Yeah. Half a dozen, you reckon?
Half a dozen.
Jeez Louise, Dave. There's not that many languages. Come on, mate.
Come on. I rounded up.
Come on,
From
mate.
one. There was one other.
Put Australian in there.
Yeah, that's the one that missed.
Tonal language. I stand by that.
How you going?
There you go.
Thank you to Ivy there. Next up from a location that is also unknown to us, probably in the fortress, it's Jordan Orpheus Carrington.
790, sports, games, and entertainment.
Okay.
Again, like...
Entertainment should have its own. Sports
but-
and games. Even
but
sports
you've
and
got
games.
music and arts and other things in there. Entertainment. There's a lot. There's so many things that are entertaining.
Yeah.
But back then, he didn't know about Jello wrestling.
He was missing out.
He couldn't have imagined. He probably would have loved it. That absolute perv.
Yeah, the perv. You're absolutely right. Another fortress dweller here, probably. We can only assume they're deeper than the fortress location unknown to us. It's Isaac Young.
160, logic.
Okay.
Yeah, which in The Sims just means you got to like either read a book about logic or play chess to
and
improve your logic
to
skill.
Get like a +1 logic.
Yeah. So to me, logic is just chess.
Okay, great.
A lot of my understanding of the world is through the lens of Sims.
We know.
It shows.
Woohoo. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Dave, please, we're at work. No talk of woohoo here, mate.
And finally, I'm sure Woohoo's got its own subject, surely.
Yeah, where would that fit in? Science, maybe? Yeah, biology.
Yeah, I
Probably.
guess so. He'd
Boring.
probably have his own category.
Oh, yeah.
Perv. Finally, from
Pervology.
Pervology. That's got to be 069. From Darley in Victoria, it's Benjo.
900. History. Not much of that.
Nah.
Easy peasy. Tiny little category. Give it like half a shelf in a library. You're good.
Yeah, that's fine. What's there, like 3 or 4 historians? They'll
Yeah. And they cover a lot. There's a lot of overlap. Venn diagram of what they cover.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely. So thank you again to Benjo, Isaac, Jordan, Ivy, Omer, Katie, Kenny, Daniel, and Emma. I mean, you're all experts in your own ways.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
And finally, before we get on out of here, the last thing to do is the Triptych Club. This is where we welcome people who have supported Do Go On for 3 consecutive years on patreon.com/Do Go On pod. One of them. And
Do Go On Pod?
is it Do Go On pod?
It is Do Go On Pod.
How it usually works is Matt is at the door. He's got the clipboard. He lifts the velvet rope. I'm behind the bar. I've got, libations. And Dave books a band and also hypes you up. So, Dave, there's like 8 people this time.
Oh my gosh.
So you're going to be hyping for a while. I hope
love
your
to
vocal
hype.
cords are appropriately warmed.
I live to hype.
Have you booked a band?
Yes, you're never going to believe it.
What?
We don't really often have people performing in character here,
Okay.
but
That's true. We
I
don't.
put in a special request. Mm-hmm. And tonight we are being joined by John C. Reilly in character
No.
as Dewey Cox,
Dave.
doing the album in full.
Dave. So I watch that movie annually. It's become a tradition in my household.
Yep.
And then every time I watch that movie, the next time I come into work, I play clips for you on YouTube because John C. Reilly's voice, he's got a phenomenal voice. He's
Yep.
a fantastic singer. And the music through that ridiculous movie is actually so good.
We're going to hear it live now.
Yes!
And can I confess, I've actually never seen the full movie.
Great
Just
movie.
the clips from you.
Oh, you'd enjoy it. It's really fun.
Yeah, I think I'd love to.
We watch it every Valentine's Day.
Really? That's a sweet tradition.
That's our Valentine's Day tradition is we get pizza and we watch Dewey Cox.
Oh, that's great.
But the
is there
music
any
is-
Valentine connection or it's just a lovely
we just did it
movie?
one time on a Valentine's Day
Love that.
and we're like, let's continue that
That's
every
family
year.
tradition now.
It's beautiful. Yeah, family tradition. I said the other day, I said to Dave, like, we're related. He was like, yeah, I guess.
He's like, don't say that. Don't say that.
I was like, isn't that crazy? We're
No.
we're related now. We're family.
Stop
He's like,
telling
stop
people
talking.
that. That's not true.
Stop saying you're related to your
That's
husband.
not true.
Hi, Marcel.
Hi, Marcel. We're mid-pod.
We're doing the Patreon read.
Oh, well, then I'll go do a wee.
Yeah, go do a wee. Did you? I messaged you, babe.
I didn't check. I was mid-sesh. Who have we just welcomed?
We're about to welcome people into the Triptych Club, and we've got John C. Reilly performing.
And what's your silly game that you're playing?
We gave everybody because the report was about the Dewey Decimal System, so we gave everybody a Dewey Decimal classification.
That's fun.
It is pretty fun.
And like your listeners are into this and they stick around for this part of the show.
Oh, it's hard to say.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Hard to say if they're listening.
Okay. See you soon, Marcel. Marcel's going to be a guest on an upcoming episode. Sizzle!
Exciting. Okay, so we've got
And we're running a bit late, so that was our fault.
yeah, that was our bad. So we've got John C. Reilly coming. That's very exciting. I'm behind the bar, and I've gone and gathered dew from nearby.
Okay, you're going to have to get quite a bit of it.
But the problem is, in transporting it back to the bar, it's
Don't
gotten
tell me.
really hot.
Don't tell me. We've got hot dew.
Your face. Your face as you were like, what are you doing, Jess? You just looked at me like, don't do it.
No, you just do, and then you just stopped.
From nearby.
I'm so excited
Oh, it's going to be really good.
to have a cup or a shot, I guess, of dew. You don't have a full
please.
cup.
A shot is
There's
plenty.
not enough to go around.
There's not enough. There's so many people in the Triptych Club now. And, there's plenty of other stuff. It's a regular bar.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's
right.
a kitchen out the back. There's a menu. You'll be right. Like, there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
And, vegetarian options, etc.
All right, there's got to be some people in the club here who, no matter what the thing is, they go, well, we're going to try something new. So you got to have quite a fair bit at hand.
That's right. Yeah.
Of Dewey. That got me.
I also had to be careful about how I say it because Australians say it like Jew, and it can be very confusing.
Yes, Dew is in Dewey Decimal System.
Like a
Morning dew.
a dewy look makeup.
I don't know what that is.
It's, you want to look dewy.
Okay, like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle?
You want to look like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. Young. Okay, so we've got a bunch of people to welcome in. I'm going to read their names. Dave, you're going to hype them up. I'm going to hype you up, okay? It's just going to be a big old hype love fest.
Absolutely.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. First up, from deep within the Fortress of the Moles, it's K Hacks.
I've got some life hacks, some K hacks.
Woo! From Princeton in Texas, it's Madeline Murray Baker.
Let me bake you up a Madeline Murray Baker.
Okay, from Melbourne, Victoria. Ever heard of it? It's Josh Pennell.
I wanted to get my pen license, but I prefer to get my Pennell license.
Yes. From Roker in Great Britain, it's Katie Watson.
What's going on, Katie?
Yes. From Bradford in Great Britain, it's Emma Ruthven.
Ruthven. Emma, solve my dilemma.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Pretty good.
From the Fortress of the Moles, it's Samwise Often Smith.
Often Smith, but never boring.
Yes.
It's Samwise.
From Glasgow in Scotland, it is Georgie Stewart.
Georgie Stewart spelled the correct way, like the royal family. Milady.
Okay, he has lost it a little bit. Okay, and finally from
Georgie baked in a pie.
Georgie Stewart, you never knew it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good.
Jesus
I was going to
Christ.
say baked in a pie because I love pie so much. Georgie's,
What?
isn't that blah blah blah? Is Stewart baked in a pie? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
No, Georgie. So I'm going with Georgie
Porgy.
Porgy. Yeah, I was like, hang on a second. How did I get to this?
So, do you want to just go with what I said?
Georgie Stewart. You never knew it.
There we go. Okay, and finally from Chicago, Illinois, it's Corey J. Tour.
Corey J. Tour, my favorite brewer.
Ooh, that was pretty nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, I feel a little puffed from that.
I just think 8 is like it's
Too
a
many.
big task.
Yeah, your brain shut down at number 7. I agree.
Yes, thank you. 6.
6 max.
But I feel bad for Georgie and Corey there. But I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Corey, Georgie, Samwise, Emma, Katie, Josh, Madeline, and Kay. And I think that's everything we need to do. That brings us to the end.
We're here. I mean, we're just going to get the music of John C. Reilly / Stewie Cox.
Oh, it's so good.
And then
It's a beautiful lie. It's great. It's great. His voice is gorgeous.
And then we'll head to the bar for some Dewey shots.
Yes. First in best dress. There are not enough of them.
Yeah, there's 3.
So 1 for me, 1 for Dave. I don't know. Save 1 for Matt?
Yeah, save one for Matt. I'll give it to Georgie or Corey as an apology for
That's a sorry.
for what I did or didn't do.
If you would like to suggest a topic, you can do that. There's a link in the show notes. You can find us on social media as well, Do Go On Pod or Do Go On Podcast on TikTok. And our website is dogoonpod.com, where you can find information about upcoming live shows, the other podcasts that we do, and all that bloody good stuff.
And I've got some good news for you, Jess.
What's that?
We'll be back next week with another episode. And not only any episode, it is the first episode of Block 2025, where we count down the most voted for, the hottest topics over the next, 9 weeks this year of a Block Bustotober/Blowvember.
Huge. Going to be
very, very
absolutely
exciting.
huge. So we can't wait to do that.
Can't wait to do that. We'll
Yeah.
be back bigger, badder, better than ever. But until then, thank you so much for listening and goodbye.
Laters. Bye.